want a bunch of dicks!
Diddy's house was recently raided by the feds, and now we have footage of what his house looked like after the raid. What did officers take? Did they find something? And how is the investigation going? TMZ shared a video of Diddy's house in LA after the raid, and it showed us exactly what state the house was left in after the officers left. It's clear that they searched every inch of the house. All the rooms were left messy and in complete disarray. There were clothes scattered all over the place. Clearly, a lot of it had been taken out of the closets. In general, all the cupboards, drawers, closets, safes, and other storage spaces were either opened or emptied. Even Diddy's kitchen was searched. No room was left untouched. The officers clearly also focused on Diddy's electronic devices. It was reported that they seized his hard drives, and in the video, you can see that all of the different electronic devices were taken apart, including the TV. The agents were most likely looking for any evidence of Diddy's crimes, and chances are that if that evidence exists, it might be saved on a hard drive somewhere. Now that the feds have those hard drives, they can investigate them properly, and maybe they'll even be able to find something. TMZ confirmed that the raid was done because the feds wanted to investigate Diddy because of all the different allegations that have been made against him. He's been accused of a lot of really dark stuff, like trafficking, distributing substances and firearms, and more. If any of these accusations are true, I think we can all agree that it would be great if the officers were able to find some evidence. But it's hard to say if they will, because at this point, Diddy doesn't seem to be all that worried, which could mean that he knows that they didn't find anything, although this is obviously just speculation. TMZ spotted Diddy out and about in Miami on Thursday, April 4th. He actually seemed pretty happy and carefree. He was photographed on a bike, and in the photo, he was smiling and making a peace sign. You'd think he'd be more stressed, given what's been going on, but he seemed completely calm, which makes you wonder, is he just not worried at all? Why is that? After the raid, TMZ spoke to Diddy's attorney, Aaron Dyer, and Aaron had some things to say about the government. He said that there was no excuse for how hostile and forceful the entire raid was. Apparently, Diddy's kids and employees were treated way too harshly by the officers. Aaron also said, this unprecedented ambush, paired with an advanced, coordinated media presence, leads to a premature rush to judgment of Mr. Combs, and it's nothing more than a witch hunt based on meritless accusations made in civil lawsuits. It seems like Diddy still maintains that he's innocent, but there's more, because it's not just his attorney that seems to be in his corner. There's another person who kind of spoke out in defense of Diddy, and this all actually had to do with what happened to Diddy's kids during the raid. And his sons, Justin and Christian, aka King, were both at his house when he got raided. Aaron said that despite all the rumors, neither of them were arrested. However, they were put in handcuffs and escorted out during the raid. We knew this before from the photos, but now there's also a video of some of this happening. This video from the raid was actually posted by one of Diddy's baby mamas, Misa Hilton. Misa is Justin's mother, and she was really upset by what happened during the raid. She posted a short video of the events on her Instagram, and in the caption, she spoke out against what happened and criticized the agents. She said that the officers were overzealous and used overtly militarized force against Justin and King. She continued to say that the agents knew that Diddy wasn't home. Then she asked if Justin needed several laser beam firearms pointed at his chest, and if King needed a firearm pointed at the back of his head from inches away while he was handcuffed. She said that enough was enough, and she added, I have retained attorney Jeffrey Lichman to represent my son, and he is investigating the excessive use of force, which was unnecessary and certainly not required by this search warrant. Misa finished her post by saying that she was not with the propaganda. It was very clear that she was super upset about what happened and how the raid went. The video she posted from the raid showed the two young men getting cornered in the hallway. They were then escorted out of the house in a somewhat aggressive manner. Since Misa is Justin's mom, it's kind of understandable why she was so upset after watching this video. At the end of the day, that's her son. So no matter why the agents were there and did what they did, this must have been difficult for her to watch. That being said, she did say something about this being propaganda, which is interesting because there are a lot of people who have been speaking out about Diddy's shady behavior recently. I mean, I guess that we can't know for sure if all those allegations against him are actually true, but calling it propaganda seems like an interesting choice. Does Misa believe that Diddy is innocent, or is she mainly concerned about her son and clearing his name? It will be interesting to see if we eventually learn more about the federal investigation against Diddy. One thing that we did find out recently was that the feds were talking to a bunch of people about Diddy. According to TMZ, one person who was interviewed was Cassie. Cassie is Diddy's ex. The two of them were together from 2007 until 2018, but things were obviously really bad between them. Last year in November, she filed a lawsuit against him. She accused him of many serious crimes, including SA, DV, and more. The lawsuit didn't last very long though. Just one day after Cassie filed it, the two parties reached a settlement out of court. Diddy's lawyer claimed that he was innocent, but it doesn't seem like Cassie took anything back, especially since she's now reportedly talking to the feds about him. TMZ said that she's just one of the witnesses who have been interviewed, but there's more. She's allegedly been talking to the feds for a while now. According to TMZ, she's been working with them for a couple of weeks at this point. It's even possible that she was in contact with them before the raid happened. Other people who have sued Diddy have supposedly also been interviewed, but there's one person who the feds reportedly haven't talked to yet. Sources told TMZ that Rodney Jones, aka Lil Rod, hasn't been approached by the agents yet. He is currently suing Diddy for SA, so it's possible that he'll be approached at some point. And according to TMZ's sources, he's definitely willing to talk. He'd be happy to talk to the authorities. Allegedly, he's just being patient for now. He supposedly feels vindicated by the feds raiding Diddy's house, and if that's true, then it makes sense that he'd be happy to talk to someone about Diddy. And it's probably just a matter of time before he's approached. From the looks of things, Diddy might be in a lot of serious trouble. And it's kind of crazy that he doesn't seem too worried at this point. Maybe he knows something that we don't, or maybe he's just putting up a front. Either way, there seems to be more and more shocking news coming out about him every day. So who knows where this whole investigation will go next. But what do you guys think? What are your thoughts on Diddy's houses being raided and searched so thoroughly? And why do you think Diddy still seems so carefree and confident? Let me know in the comments below.